Hi, welcome back. In this example, we are going to create a container registry. We are going to create a container image, and we are going to pull the resource from the uh, our desktop to Docker, and Docker will push it to container registry, and we will create our own container or our custom container. So if you want, you can run this on the CLI over here. That is also possible. Or if you want, you can run it on Visual Studio Code. So optional and your choice. So I'm going to run this activity on the CLI here, which means the same thing. So I'll just open the CLI here. I'll go to container registry and I'm going to create a registry first. So registry basically is a repository of images and enabled by versioning. So I'll select the same resource group and I'll give this registry name as test. ACR test. Let's give ACR test. Okay, it doesn't want hyphen, so we'll just use, it's already in use, it has to be a fully qualified domain name, so we'll just use 2025. That is the year. Is available New Zealand, that's fine, and we will just use default permissions. Go to networking, so it's a basic one, so it is going to be a public registry. Encryption, not for basic ones. We'll keep the tag service as location to New Zealand. So here it is. It's not a premium one, so you have to choose the SKU that you are selecting. So it is basic, standard, or premium. So basic I think will go away soon. So in future it will only be standard and premium. So we'll just use this and we'll click on review and create. And we'll create a registry. So we will now have a registry available for us. So the registry should be here. If you go to your container registries, you will shortly be seeing a container registry is created. It is needed because this is where we'll be pushing our image or Docker image that we will create. So here it is, it's created and it takes usually a few seconds to come. So here is your registry, and if you go in here, you will see that we have an image. You can push an image, you can deploy an image. So it's a new screen now, and you can see all the settings over here. So access keys, encryption, identity, and for services, permissions. So we will be pulling the repositories. So this is where our container image will come. And if you go to your identity or encryption, you can access keys, you can always go and set it up. So we will make this as an admin user and we will just save it. So we require admin privileges, and this will be our DNS. So let's start. Now if I go here and if I go on container instance, because we have created a registry now, just to quickly show it to you before we proceed. If I click on create and if I select the Azure Container Registry, now my registry is here. I just need the image which I can pull and I can create a container. So let's start. So we'll go here and let's click and create. Let's first run .NET -- version. So we'll have a .NET version which is 9 and more. So we'll just go and create .NET. And we are running in the shell here. New MVC, which is the file that we are creating, -n hello web app. And we have created the project. So the project is created now. And if I do ls, we will see hello web app is the directory there. So we'll go here and cd hello web app, and if I do ls, so the resource is created. If I type here .NET run, you will see that the project is running and you will start seeing some output over here. And it is saying if you want, you can listen on this port, HTTP localhost 5124. So let's try it over here. It is not going to come because it is created using the shell, but you can check this in the curl command in another shell. So if we just type here new session and you type here curl, and the command is https localhost and port number is 5124. Let's see what is the name, localhost 5124, and if I type here curl, we are able to run it. So you can see that there was a container or it is created. So this is something I showed you. If you do it using your CLI, I click close. Let's do the same on the Visual Studio Code now. So I'll go to my Azure. Not even Azure I need to be here on Docker. So your Docker must be running for this over here. So Docker engine is needed to be fully running. So let's go here on this Azure, not even Azure. Let's go to terminal and let's click on new terminal and let's go to Azure and we will say here cd tilde. So I'll go to root ls, it is here. Let's clear the screen. Let's run the same command. So it is .NET. I'm just going to show you that how you can do it parallelly. So the version is there, so you can simply write here .NET new MVC -n hello web app, and it is already there. I must have run it. So just use the command -force and it will overwrite the system. Now I say cd hello web app and I do clear and I do ls, the file is here. And if I say .NET run over here, it is going to ask me or tell me the same, that this is available on this port number, and now it will work because I'm running it from my local machine instead of Azure. So it is saying go this, type this, I'll go here, I'll go to localhost and I'm going to paste it, and we will see that the .NET web app is running onto the system. So this is what we have to do here, but now we need to modify the file. So we'll just press Ctrl C, it will cancel it. And if you go here on the file here, and let's go here to, let's see, lambda. Okay, clear the screen and source control. Let me see. No, this is not what I'm looking for. .NET. It's not a remote repository. Okay, Azure. Okay, let me just do it over here, but just to show it to you that the directory is created on my desktop here, and it should be available in my home folder. So if I go to my home, this is the hello web app that is created over here, and we have a Docker file over here that we will be needing it. Now to modify this file, if I do ls, so we have a file or we have a folder which is views. So go to cd views, ls, there is home, so cd home, ls, there is index.cshtml. So if you want to say nano index.chtml, this is the file. And if I change this file here and I say, instead of welcome, I say welcome to the creation of the Azure ACR. Just modified it, and we press Ctrl X, yes, enter. It's modified. So just to show it to you, if you do cat index.html, this is the new file. We'll go back and we'll go back. So we are back here, and I'm going to run the command .NET run again. Sorry, .NET run, and it is going to build the app again, but this time it is going to be a different one. So it is created, and the port number is 5059. Again, we will copy it. I'll go back here, and if I refresh it, now see, welcome to the creation of Azure ACR. So you can modify your content and build the file again. Now going here, we also have this file. I'm going to open with text edit. So this is the file for Sidekick 9.0. So I'll copy it, and I'll show you where to get it from. So you can get it from Microsoft website. And here on your Visual Studio Code, if you press Ctrl C and clear the screen, you are now going to create a Docker file. So Docker file is a batch file. So you will just write here sudo nano Docker file. It is one word. It has to be written like this, and you will press enter. And the password for the terminal, and this is the file that is there. So it is what it is created, and make sure the hello web app.dll is replaced, because that is the name of the folder that we have given, hello web app. So in the end, the file name should be changed to hello web app.dll, and you press Ctrl X to save it. And now if you do ls, you will see that the Docker file is available over here. Now to do this, now we are going to create a command. We are going to build an image. We will say docker build -t, which is for tag, hello web app, and do it from here. Whatever is in the current directory, build it. And it is going to build the file, because the Docker file has got all these commands written in it, and it is going to generate the output for you. And after some time, you will start seeing this file, which is going to be available onto the portal. So you can also run it over here. You can also go and see it on the container, and after some time on Docker, this file will be available. So you can go back to Docker, and you can go to your images, or you can go to your images. You will see just now a file has come, which is hello web app. So this is what the Docker does. The file has been sent to Docker now. This is what we did, and it has saved the image. So if you run the command docker ps, it will show you maybe lots of files I have created over a period of time, so they must be there. And the latest file, which is going to be coming, will be shown to you after few time or seconds. So all these images are available on the portal. So it will sense on port number 8080. I told Docker that you now listen on port number 80. It should be good. Over here, localhost port 8080. It should work. It's not working. Let me try this. Copy and paste it. Okay. And if you just see your docker ps, it should be available. But basically this is the command to map your ports. So you can always map your ports with docker p. Now we are going to create the container image or the instance from here and push this file to the container. So we are now going to push this image, And to push this image, we will be needing to type the following command. So to do this, let's run this command again and check. It is running on port number 8080. It should be okay to go. And if there are no additional images, copy and let's paste it. Localhost port number 8080. It's not running. Okay, maybe some issue, but we will fix it. Let's go ahead and let's start working on it. So let me close this window. I don't need it. Let's leave it here. And we are now going to push the image to the container. So make sure you have the registry name available. And now you're going to log on to the Docker and say Docker login. So we are going to log into the system ---- username. The username is your registry. So here we go to the registry. Sorry, the container registry, not this one. We will go to here. It is. This is the username. So this is your user, which is this. Copy this, and you will say here login with this username, and the password will be the secret access key. So ---- password, and the password is this. If you go here to container registry, which is here, and if you go to your access key here, this is your password. So this is the username actually, artest, and this is the server name. So this is the password. We copy it, and I'll go here. So I can always remove this extra characters from here. I don't need it. And the password is Control-V, and this is the password that we have copied from there. And we are going to say that go to the registry. The name of the registry is this. Copy this, and we will go here. So log in with this username, this password for this into the system, and let's press enter, and let's say allow. And it says it's not recommended that we should keep the password open. So but we have, just for demonstration purposes, we have deploy the password. Now we are going to push this image. So we'll say docker tag, and we are going to tag the image hello web app, which is the name of the image and the name of the registry that we are going to go, and we are going to put this image as hello web app onto the system and press enter, and it is tagged. And now we are going to push this image to the system onto the portal. I think I just need to put the dot here. No, that's correct. So it is already tagged now, and the system or the file should be available onto the portal over here. So let's go here. Let's close this. Let's go to repositories. Let's refresh. So currently we are just waiting for the file to be pushed up after tagging it up, and now we will say docker push. So we are asking Docker to push the file, and the name of the registry is this. That is what we are going to do, and in this registry we are going to push hello web app. No, sorry, W doesn't like uppercase, and we'll just save this. And now this file is getting pushed to this container registry, and you should get the latest output. And if you go here and if you refresh it, the Hello Web app is here, and this is the latest version. Click on this, and this is the latest version. So it is available here onto the system for you. So now if you go to container instance, so you can even run it from here. The only difference is that you will not be able to see localhost, or you can run it from Visual Studio Code. Both are the same thing. Now let's start creating it again. Control R, refresh it. We will just use the resource group, which is this container name. We'll call it as test container, and click on container registry, and you see it has automatically picked up the registry name, the file, and the latest version. It has automatically come. You don't have to do anything because it exists over there. Go to networking, let it be public. Monitoring, will disable it. Go to advanced if you want, so you can do it. Otherwise you can leave it like this and click on location to New Zealand and click on review and create, and very shortly your container instance will be created from the image that you pushed. And once it is done, you should be able to browse your image with the public IP address onto the portal on port number 80, because that is the port that we mapped for the system over there. I hope this tasks makes you to understand the activity, and if you have any questions, it will take few minutes to deploy, and if you have any questions you can always come back to me. So the modified file that we created should be available for the users now. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to be